Hi friends, this is the Bijou Baker and I'm Maria. Today I'm going to show you how to make cake flour. The difference between cake flour and just regular flour. If you've gone and you've made brownies or cookies or cake and you scoop up the flour, it's usable. It's usable. It's just not that step up. And we always want to take that step up. We want to go just above what's normal to produce wonderful. Okay? So cake flour consists of, for every 1 cup of regular flour, you put in, you take out 2 tablespoons of flour and put in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do this, okay? So what you're going to need, and bear with my camera angles here because here we go. All right. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some flour, just regular all-purpose flour. It's usually what I use for all my baking. Some cornstarch. You're going to need a parchment paper. I use 2, just because it's easier and faster. Measuring cup, measuring spoons. You're going to need some sort of sifter. There's a whole bunch of them out there, so whatever you have, use that. It doesn't really matter. I just like this one. And then you're going to need a container for your flour. I'm out. I use it a lot. I don't always use it for my cookies or brownies, but I'll always use it for my cakes because it's going to have a leveling agent that's going to help make it light and fluffy, which is exactly what you want for your cakes, unless it's like a pound cake. Those are a little more dense. Another video, another time. So let's go ahead and get started, so you know, and so you're not intimidated by this, okay? So for every 1 cup of flour, and I'm measuring a heaping cup, right? And I'm just cutting it off, and then I'm scraping it off. So that is a very level cup of flour. Okay? So that goes inside my sifter. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 just because I need to make a whole bunch, and I'll usually do it like 2 or 3 at a time. And the reason I'm patting it this way is I'm kind of tapping it down and making sure I get my full cup's worth. Okay? So 2 of these. Oh, that was loud. Now I'm going to take out 2 tablespoons, 4 tablespoons, which is actually a 1/4 cup. Okay? So I'm going to put them back. I know this seems a little back and forth kind of stuff, but let's do it this way until you get the idea of, you'll find your own niche, okay? So I'm kind of like scraping it in to get it really full, and then I'm just labeling it off. Now, a lot of times people will take just a spoonful of this and then use your finger. Now, the reason I don't do that is you can see how, I don't know, can you see? It's not quite level. Your finger, a lot of fingers have like a little bit of a dip to it, and so it's removing it. Now, if you do it here, it's fine. It's not that precise. But if you're doing it with every single thing that you're making, you're starting to really affect the outcome of your product. So that's it. Okay? So 4 out and then 4 in. And then you're going to sift this. And the reason I have 2 parchment papers is because you have to sift it good. It's going to be so fine and so light and fluffy. You're gonna say, okay, I can see how that would help the cake, and it does. It really does. All right. So that's it. I'm just going to sift it. And on the bottom, if there are bits and pieces, I want that too. I'm just going to find it. I don't like waste. I've told you this. So now I'm going to take this and I want to put it back in there, but if I just put it back in there, it's going to fall on my countertop. So I have another one underneath. I'm so graceful. Gosh, I'm graceful. Don't worry about it. It's just me and you. I'm not worried. And then it's going to go back. And this, by the way, is a great way to sift and do your flour. It just folds up and then goes right into your bowl. So let me go ahead and be smart this time and put this underneath now, because I'm going to do this a few times. And you can just see, you can see how airy it is. It's so fluffy. And I've got cookies to make later on, so I'll use those parchment papers. Nothing is gonna go to waste here, baby. And then it goes in your container. And that's it. It's ready to go. It's super simple. It's super fast once you get all this Mosh Posh stuff going, and you don't have to. That's it. You got 4 cups of beautiful, very light, airy cake flour. You're getting so good at this. I'm so proud of you. All right, next time we start baking, we're gonna start getting into some good recipes and actually start. But I needed to get this. I needed to get this under your belt so that you can at least know what we're talking about when we start talking, and when I start using phrases and I tell you to make some buttermilk if you don't have it, then you'll know how to. You see, it's just, there's a method to my madness. I don't always know it, but I know it's there. Another thing I did want to tell you is, you'll notice that in my videos, anytime I'm in my kitchen, if I'm cooking, if I'm baking, if I'm cleaning, my hair is up. Hair up, hands washed, every single time. It's a health thing, and I don't care how much you're loved. No one wants to see your hair in their food, so keep that in mind, okay? All right, that's it. You guys made your own cake flour. How fun is this, right? Okay, let's get on to the next fun thing, all right? All right, my friends, until next time, have a great day and happy baking. Bye-bye.